They said that prequel would come out. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment, and we are here discussing Dexter Original Sin. No, it's not the cast. No, it's not the release date. No, it's not the official trailer. But to me, this trumps all it, because guess what? We've got Michael C. Hall returning to be the inner voice on this brand new show. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I am excited. And I think it's great news that Michael C. Hall is going to play some form in this series. To me, he is Dexter. You don't have Dexter without Michael C. Hall. I think it's honestly different from other shows. I can't think of any other show where, I mean, maybe The Sopranos is up there, but I can't think of any other show where I believe one character is so pivotal to that show, and that's how I feel with Dexter. Whether it be prequels or sequels, I would want Michael C. Hall involved in some way. I mean, the show's even named Dexter. Alright, Sons of Anarchy isn't named Jax Taylor. Breaking Bad isn't named Walter White. The Walking Dead isn't named Rick Grimes. You get the point.
The Sopranos is called Sopranos for Tony Soprano.
I know, Dexter's literally called Dexter because of Dexter. And I just think it's good news. Obviously now the guy is, I believe, in his mid-40s or whatever. We don't expect him to play a 17...
Is he not? Is he not like 50 odds?
Possibly. Look, I don't expect Michael C. Hall to play the young Dexter, because we've seen him play a young Dexter when Dexter, the original series, was currently on, and he did look fucking weird. So, yeah, like, I get it. There's only certain roles he can play, but if he can be the voice in the head of Dexter, if he can be Harry Morgan to himself, then that's good enough for me.
Harry Morgan to himself. No mention of a Harry Morgan. Well, I think some guy has been cast as Harry Morgan, but it's no Harry Morgan. And I think that's the problem with prequels, right? Especially this Dexter show. A lot of the cast are already people that have existed in Dexter.
Yeah, we had a similar issue with Better Call Saul. And for me, it just didn't work. And I get it. Better Call Saul was closer to Breaking Bad than Dexter would be to this new show would be to Dexter. But even in Better Call Saul, I think Gustavo Fring looked a hell of a lot older. Yet they're trying to tell you the offence of that are years before we first seen him in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but what would you rather? Because Dexter's did the opposite. Dexter's recast everybody, while Better Call Saul didn't recast anybody.
I think recasting everybody for a sequel's the best way to go.
Prequel?
A prequel, sorry. It's like, if you take Sons of Anarchy, right, Ron Perlman just can't play a young Clay. Now, they will say, oh, there's makeup and there's visual effect. You just can't.
I think it can work for, like, if you're doing one scene and you pump a lot of de-aging, like CGI in. But you're right, when you're actually basing a series off it, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, cameo appearance, absolutely. Full series, no, it's unfortunately that prequels. For sequels, absolutely. For sequels, I think there's no excuse to change the character. But unless, of course, the sequel was maybe only 2 years after the original show in the timeline, but it's actually in reality 40 years later and everyone looks old as fuck, then maybe you can change it. But yeah, no, for me, prequels. I mean, it depends. It depends on how far down the line we are. And, I mean, we're talking almost 20 years since Dexter first came out.
Yeah.
Season 1. And now you're expecting Michael C. Hall to play himself, like, over about almost 15 years before the original series. So, he's aged. He would be 35 years older than you want him to be. You can't, a 50-year-old guy can't pull off like a 17-8-year-old look. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I have read the description prior to this video. It's set in, Miami 91? Is Dexter set when it released, sort of thing, yes?
Yeah, and when
so you're looking at season 1, 2006, whatever, 15 years prior is when you would ask Michael C. Hall to play this cat. It doesn't work.
Season 1 Dexter is supposed to be 35 years old.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I think maybe in like extreme cases where people just don't age, it might be able to work. But I mean, I'm not saying Michael C. Hall's aged horrifically, but we're talking a guy that's like 50 playing a 17-year-old. It doesn't work.
Everyone ages.
No.
Even when it comes to Jennifer Aniston, I know people go, "Oh, see all these photos that they're showing you. They're showing you good photos."
Yeah, no, you mentioned Sons. I think if Charlie Hunnam rocked his like season 1 hairstyle, I don't think he would look too much older. But there is just some people it just doesn't work with.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. I don't think Charlie Hunnam can play like an 18, 17-year-old Jax.
No, he can't. And there is like few examples of where this can work, but I don't think this is one. But here, it's good news. Now, apparently, he's also returning for the other show. I think there's more to be released on that on this channel. But we'll react to this trailer. There's a lot of TV shows coming out, isn't there? There's a lot of action.
There is. I mean, if you look at JD Pardo in The Mayans, I thought he'd done a good job of playing, like the younger Easy before he obviously got sent to jail.
I know why that worked.
But that's a closer time. It's closer to the actual. The time frame's not that big. It's like, what, 8 years? I mean, you can make 8 years work.
Yeah. No, you can make 8 years work, but when you're talking, like, because it's 2024, he's aged since 2006, but this is supposed to be set in 91, 15 years before 2006, it doesn't work. It just, like I said earlier, you can do it for a scene. I know that movie, The Irishman, they tried to, like, de-age Robert De Niro by 50 years, but if anyone's watched any scenes in that, yeah, he looks 30, but he doesn't walk or talk like he's 30, man. He talks like an 80-year-old, damn it. It doesn't work. Anyway, Original Sin, Dexter, coming this year, apparently. No release date official, but this year. Seems very early, doesn't it?
It does. Full cast will hopefully be announced soon, and we can break it down.
Break it down. Anyway, guys, till next time, check your stains.